palm trees sway. Oh, what a sight. Sandy toes, the stars so bright. Warm breeze whispers, Christmas near. Island joy, it's time to cheer. Coconuts twinkling lights. Ooh, yeah. Underneath the moon tonight.
Hello, welcome to day 2 of our 12 days of Christmas. And today we are going to be talking about making sure that you are getting the right kind of clients that you really want to work with. When we sent out a poll to all of our audience and we asked a bunch in Facebook and a bunch of different places about what are the things that you're struggling with, one of the big things that people were saying is that they wanted to know, how do I get higher level clients? How do I get strategic partners? Or how do I get out of being the doer and be more of that strategic partner for business owners? And the whole key to that is knowing the problem that you solve and who your avatar is. This is really going to be key. So I'm going to walk you through the whole process of how we're going to be doing that today. So if you are brand new and you have never really done an avatar exercise or anything like that, this is going to be great for you. If you've been around a long time, but you're not getting the clients that you want, it's probably because in your messaging, in your marketing, the way you talk about the things that you do, you aren't actually solving problems that those people that you want to be working with, those clients that you want to be having as your clients, you aren't using their same language and you're not solving the problems that they're actually looking to solve. So it all starts with, what is that one problem that you solve? So to do this, what I want you to do is I want you to start thinking about, what are the things that you are really good at? What are some of the problems that you love solving? Now, if I am talking to a potential client and I tell them, like, I can do your calendar management and I can manage your email and I can book travel for you, that is going to put me in a category of like a virtual assistant. And I am just a doer and I get things done for them. If the business owner has tasks that need to be done, I will get them done. So if that's the way you're talking about the services that you're offering, that's the kind of clients and kind of work that you're going to have, because that's what you're talking about, what it is that you do. But if you, on the other end, if you are talking to a client, you're hearing their problems of what it is that they're struggling with in their business, and you say, I like to look at this from like that 30,000 foot view. And what we want to do is we want to look at your entire process and we want to find where the holes are in that process. Because once we find the holes, then we're going to be able to know how we can fix those. And that's going to create a better client experience. It's going to create a better time for your team, and it'll help your team to be able to do a lot better with what it is that they're doing. It'll help your marketing perform better. So you can see I'm speaking about the things. It's not like, oh, I can just manage this for you. You're more explaining a process of like, okay, strategically, this is how we're going to be looking at your business. And the result is we're going to find where those holes are. So that way you can then have a better client experience, for example. So when we're looking through all of this, and you're talking about the things that you do, how you help people, and who your avatar is, it's important to make sure that you're solving the right problems, because in operations especially, we are problem solvers. That's what we do. We love to solve problems, and we need to know what problems we're solving for business owners. So I want you to start thinking about, what are the things that you love to solve? What are the problems that you like to do? And if in an ideal world, what kind of problems are you going to be solving for your clients? Is it that you want to build out all of the back-end systems for a business? Is it that you want to work with businesses that are just getting started and they have really no systems, and you're going to come in and build those systems for them? Is it that you want to work with established businesses that they may have kind of this Frankenstein system of business put together, and you want to take that and you want to streamline processes and make things work so much better and, again, more streamlined for them? What are the things that you like to do? And what are the kind of problems that you want to be able to be solving? Once we identify that, then we can start looking at what kind of people have those problems. And it used to be when people would teach avatar, they would talk about like, well, who is your avatar? And you would build them all out and you'd be like, well, you'd name them, right? So Sarah is my avatar and she's 35 and she has 3 kids and she has a coaching business and she XYZ. It used to be like you would create them like a real person and then you would talk to that person and that's who you would market to. Well, marketing has changed just a little bit. Because instead of saying like, oh, I'm working with online coaches and this is who and they're all like women coaches who are in the range of like 30 to 50 and they are relationship coaches and you get it like narrowed down that way. That is the old way of marketing. And there may be some people who are still teaching it that way, but I look at that kind of avatar and like it works, but it also pigeonholes you a little bit into the kind of people that you can help. And it makes it so your messaging actually isn't as solid as it can be. So the new way of creating this is looking at the problem first. So what's the problems that you solve? So I help people who XYZ, they have this sort of problem. So an example could be if, let's say that you're more on the like executive assistant, virtual assistant side. You could say like, I help business owners by taking tasks off their plate so that way they can focus on the things that they are really good at or that they can focus on delivering a better client experience. So your main problem you solve is taking tasks off someone's plate. That's a great way to talk about that. And then that could be, you could narrow it down still of like you work with online coaches, but you're going to still help them take tasks off their plate. So you're always talking about that solution. What's the outcome of them working with you? Because that's going to also help business owners be able to help be like, okay, yes, this is the person that I want to hire. Then if we want to go a little bit more on the higher level, like let's say strategic, you could say like, I help 7-figure businesses be able to add additional products onto their product line and increase their revenue by 50%. And I do this by creating new products that have an amazing customer experience where a client will feel as they're going through the process that they have this white glove service and they're taken care of all the way through in an automated way. So that's an example of something you could say if that's the problem that you're solving, where you're helping business owners create more revenue by building out an entire client journey and client experience for them. So those are just some examples. So as we're talking through this, you may be thinking, great, Brooke, this sounds awesome, but like, I don't really know how to start and I don't know how to put this all together and I don't really know how to talk about my avatar. Well, I got you. For today's giveaway, we created a custom GPT. It is our crew GPT because we're going to be giving you one of our crew members that now gets to be part of your crew. And there is a link in the description of this video, and it will also be, if you're watching inside the Ops Yacht Club, you will have the link there inside the Ops Yacht Club. And if you are on our email list, we'll also email this to you too. So we want to make sure that you get your crew member. This is our AI avatar builder. So what this is going to do is all you need to do is click the button. It's going to add it into your ChatGPT, and then you'll have this forever. You can use this as much as you want. And it's going to ask you a couple different questions. So when you first open it up, it's going to have a few questions that you get to choose from. Like, do you want to talk more about your avatar? Do you want to talk more about the problem that you solve? And so you're going to click on where you want to start. And then it's just going to go through and ask a series of questions. And as you're answering those questions, it's going to start building what is that problem you solve? Who is your avatar? And not just like who is your avatar, but who is also people who are not your avatar. And this is really important because there's a lot of times where maybe like we want to have clients because we don't have a full roster and we're like, well, this person, like, I can help them, but it's not really like exactly what I want to do. And we take them anyway. Every time that I have done that, it has backfired on me, and I regret taking them on as a client because they are part of the avatar of people who I don't want to work with. So just as important it is to develop and identify who it is that you do want to work with, we want to identify who is it that we don't want to work with. So it makes it easier to draw that line in the sand and say, this is who I work with and this is who I don't. So this process is going to walk you through all of this, ask you a series of questions, and then it's going to build out your summary of your avatar and the problem that you solve and give you ideas of how you can start talking about this. Because it depends on where the business is at, of the kind of problems that they have, how the business owner talks about those problems. And in fact, we actually have a guide that helps you through this. It's inside the Yacht Club. So if you are not a member of the Yacht Club, I would highly recommend that you join us. It's free. You can go to opsyachtclub.com, and inside the library, if you go to the playbooks, in the playbook, there's one that talks about client revenue and what client problems are depending on what kind of revenue they're at. So it breaks down businesses based off of revenue. So if it's a startup and they're making 0 to 100K a year in their business, these are common problems that they have. These are the things that they're looking for. This is how they talk about what it is that they're doing. So that guide is really going to help you as you are starting to narrow down who it is that you are talking to, who it is that you help. And this is great when you're looking for clients, and it's also great when you're talking to clients because you can start listening to, are they saying the things that they have problems with that you can actually solve? Because sometimes you may get someone, let's say you only work with 7-figure business owners, and you get someone who comes in and they may not quite be at 7 figures, but they have the same problems as 7-figure business owners. You can still help them. But maybe you have someone who's a 7-figure business owner, but their problems are more like what maybe a $500,000 business owner would have. And you're like, you maybe not be the right fit because the problems that you have are problems I can solve, but they're not the problems that are what my offers are about. And that would be when it is a great time to refer them to some of your business besties that you have inside the Yacht Club. So just to give you some ideas as you're working through this. So if you're getting clients that are not the clients that you want to have, or you're getting people who they're hiring you for maybe an OBM, but they're giving you all of these just tasks to do. And you're like, hey, this is not right. It's probably because you are not talking about what it is that you do the right way. And so you need to up-level the way that you talk about what you do, the way that you are presenting the problems that you're solving. And when you do that, then you are going to be able to up-level the kind of clients that you have. So this crew member is going to help you so much in just narrowing down the way that you are talking about the problems that you have. We have trained this on all of our content, and so it knows exactly what kind of questions to ask you and how to build out this avatar and the problem that you solve. So make sure that you grab that for our giveaway for today, and we will see you tomorrow on our day 3 of our 12 days of Christmas.
Feel the joy, come set it free.